Hey guys, I'm back with another video. So today we're going to be changing out this coolant reservoir bleeder screw. As you can see, right now I have the burnt titanium Burger Motorsports one, and I'm going to be switching to this Thru Engineering billet blue one. So that one is burnt titanium, this one is billet blue, to match the other Thru cap, this Thru cap, the AC line caps down there and down there, and also two other reasons. But before I get into the other reasons I'm changing these out, I'm going to show you guys how to take this off. I like to use my 3/8 socket ratchet. I have a 3-inch extension, and then this is a hex or an Allen bit, and it is a 4mm. As you can see, it's pretty tight. I haven't moved or changed the gasket in a while, and that is partially why I'm pulling it out now as well. Alright guys, so one of the first differences you'll notice is obviously the color and the design. The Burger Motorsports one being a 4mm Allen or hex bit to get it off, which as you can see, it is very easy to strip that, very easy to scratch and mess it up, make it look very unproper and unnice and a little ugly. And then this Thru Engineering one is actually a 1/4-inch driver. So as you can see on my other ratchet, all you need is a 1/4-inch extension or a driver and no socket, which is very nice. This will never strip. It can get scratched up, but as long as you're careful, it won't. But the main thing I want to talk about is, here, let me turn these over. So in the OEM one, you'll notice it has the same slit, just like this, in the bleeder screw, and that is to release extra air out of your bleeder screw, even when it's in the reservoir with the O-ring. I'm going to go ahead and put a new O-ring on this, but that is the main difference of why I'm changing to this Thru one over the Burger Motorsports one. That one and this blue will match way better. I don't have any other burnt titanium in the engine bay at all, so I felt like this was a little out of place, and especially since this was starting to strip, the last thing I want is it get stuck in my reservoir. But there's one other difference, and that's on the bottom. As you can see, it has almost like a little divot, and on this one, this Burger Motorsports one, it's flat. And you could see there's a small slit right there, but that is not the same as the OEM one. The Thru one is the exact same cut as the OEM slit on the side. As you can see, it's thicker and it goes all throughout the threads. And also has this little step right here where the gasket sits, so the gasket won't move. Again, unlike the Burger Motorsports one. So now I'm going to change the O-ring, throw this in, and I'll show you guys how to tighten this one down. Alright guys, I just went ahead and got my new O-ring on. Now I have a bunch of these. When I was a mechanic at Volvo, for the oil filter housing, there used to be a drain plug that looked just like a little bleeder screw, and it was the same size as my bleeder screw, so over time when I got extra I would keep them, and that's always what I change mine out to. Sometimes I use the drain plug O-ring for the Ross Racing catch can, but since now I have a little valve and hose, I don't have the plug on there, so I don't have to change it out. So I have extras of these. I have them in clear and orange as well. The orange is slightly smaller just because the head of this wasn't a two-stepped head like this one. Alright guys, so anyways, let's go ahead and put this in. Always hand tight first. I'm going to throw the first few threads in by hand just like that. And then as soon as I feel like it's starting to hit the O-ring right there and get a little tighter, go ahead and grab my ratchet. Again, 1/4-inch bit. This is a 4-inch extension. Pop it right in. Boom. There you go. Alright guys, and there you go. The other thing that I like to look for is you can kind of peek on this angle right through here and make sure that you can't see the O-ring. You don't want it bulging through the sides. You want it to sit flush. That way when your cap is on, if coolant is depressurized, when it gets hot, it won't come through the bleeder screw at all. So you do want to make sure you can't see the gasket. I'm going to go ahead and tighten it down a little more, and we'll be all set. Alright guys, and that's the finished product. Now you just go ahead and start the car, make sure there's no leaks, feel around, make sure everything's tight, and you're all set. If you guys need any other tips or have any other questions, comment down below. And if you want the part number for that bleeder screw, here it is. Again, made by Thru Engineering. Thank you guys for watching.